think. Oh, of course, another ad. How many? It's crazy. 2 ads I got to skip through. Alrighty, cool. We are live. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Looks like of course, we have about a 20-second delay, so I'm going to wait for some people out there. If you are out there in the chat, please do me a favor and let me know you're out there listening, so I know. I see 2 people are watching because we just went live last week. We're going to get into it, but dear Lord, it's getting hot down here in South Florida. But like I said, yeah, we got 2 people watching. Just let me know. At least I know that you're actual live people. I'm going to be monitoring the chat. As of course, we have a 20-second delay, so we don't have it live over on StreamYard. So I see we got 1 person. Oh, wow. Guess I'm not that entertaining. Guys, please do me a favor. Check out the live chat. I did post a link right now. Bear Creek Arsenal is running some great deals on some AR-15s. You can get them for under $350 in certain configurations. So definitely check that out. Links in the live chat. But I'm just, like I said, I'm waiting for people to kind of trickle on in here. Just blasted the podcast out for all you beautiful people out there in the world. Make sure you're giving this show a thumbs up. And again, let me know you're out there listening so I make sure that everything is right on my end. Because we are live on Rumble. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the show like we always do. Alrighty, what is crackalacking, everybody? Welcome back to the Shooting in the Woods podcast. This is episode 227 here on Shooting Gallery. I really appreciate everybody's support over the past 4 or 5 years we've been doing this podcast. We're at episode 227. If you could do me a favor, please make sure you are subscribed over on Rumble here, and if not here, please make sure we're subscribed over on YouTube, because that's where most of our main content is. I don't know, there's a few people that strictly just watch this stuff over on Rumble. All of my content should be backed up, but it's been a little bit since YouTube has released the amount of videos that need to be transferred over to Rumble. I don't know what's going on, but please make sure you're following me on YouTube. It's at Shooting Gallery. We just changed. I actually got to change the logo over on Rumble as well. Got a new logo, got a lot of new stuff in the works. But yeah, it's going to be a good show. I got a few guns to show off and talk about. We're just going to be talking a bunch of stuff. We got some good updates on the channel. So let's go ahead and thank one of our sponsors.
Guys, this podcast is sponsored by the amazing people over at Aegis Gun Care. Aegis Gun Care, I've been saying it for years, is the leader in firearms cleaning, lubrication, and solutions. It's a 2-part system. You guys have been hearing it forever. I love Aegis Gun Care. This is the cleaner. It gets all your carbon off your firearms. It doesn't have a smell, and it's non-toxic. Then you follow it up with their special lubricant. We call it Joe Juice here on the Shooting in the Woods podcast. This stuff is amazing. It prevents rust. It lubricates your firearms. It does a ton of amazing qualities, you guys. I cannot stress enough how much I love Aegis Gun Care. They also have cleaning kits available. This is their field kit. You get everything from 22 up till 45. You can get patches, you can get hats, merchandise, and even some pretty cool cleaning mats. If you do me a favor and go over to Aegis Gun Care and use code JOJUICE, you will save 10% off your entire order. And we thank Aegis Gun Care so much for sponsoring today's podcast.
Like I said, guys, use Aegis Gun Care, code JOJUICE will save you 10% off the entire order. I just picked up a tube of their lithium grease. Finally picked some up. So I'm going to be testing that out on some stuff. I don't know where my bottle of Joe Juice went. It's probably somewhere not too far. It didn't run off that far, I don't think. But, you know, this is what happens when the GAT lab is kind of all topsy-turvy. I see my brother Damian Christ, our brother in Christ, is out there. Damian Christ, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining the show. Again, guys, make sure you check out the link that I added for Bear Creek Arsenal. They got some sweet deals this week on ARs, 556 ARs, side charging, and regular charging handle AR-15s for under $350 before shipping. That is a screaming deal. I would definitely check it out. Link is in the live chat over here on Rumble. All right, let's thank our next sponsor before we get into the show.
Guys, this podcast is sponsored by Liberty Bell Firearms. Liberty Bell Firearms is the Cerakote of choice here on the channel. They did the Kit Kat build, paint on the frame. This is the SCT frame. Everything we built over from Brownell's Parts. I said, man, I want this to look like a Kit Kat wrapper. He did it. This is awesome. The video is not doing it justice. He not only did the logo, but he did the pins, controls, all different colors, extremely custom. And he also offers laser stippling on things like AR-15 grips, laser engraving as well for metal parts, say your slide, frame, 1911 grip panels. Guys, if you want to get some really cool designs done or get some stuff Cerakoted, please check out Liberty Bell Firearms. They're offering the listeners of this podcast 20% off by using code JOJUICE. We thank Liberty Bell Firearms for sponsoring today's podcast.
Guys, Liberty Bell Firearms. This is the beauty of being on Rumble. We can hold guns, okay? Check out the Kit Kat build. Absolutely beautiful. Check it out. Use code JOJUICE, 20% off. That's one of the highest discount codes that we have for the channel, which is a big thank you to you guys for supporting the channel, and which gives, you know, Liberty Bell a reason to actually sponsor the show. Jay was actually supposed to be coming on tonight from Liberty Bell, but he had a commitment that he messed up the dates. You know, like, shit happens. But we're gonna have him on next week. We're gonna be talking about how he got into Cerakoting, and he does build some AR-15, some pretty cool stuff. But check it out. Just check out the Kit Kat build. This is like one of my prized possession guns, just for the amount of work that I have into this and the fun time I had just tricking stuff out. Oh my God. Yep. Even with that sweet, crisp Timney Alpha trigger, it's absolutely sex. That's what it is. But yeah, guys, use code JOJUICE, 20% off your entire order. So yeah, I got a couple guns to show up, but last week, I am so sorry we did not have a podcast last week, guys. I will let you know right now, I was beat last week. It is getting to be summertime down here in the sunny Gulf Coast of Florida, which means it is effing hot. All right. Been working my ass off in the shop over at Safety Haba Firearms, and it gets hot out. It gets hot in the shop. So I got home that day and I was just dead. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Same thing as today. It was nice and muggy in the shop, so I am dragging ass. Been dealing with some car issues. Big FU to the mechanic shop that quoted me $500 for a spark plug swap out. Absolutely ridiculous. $500 is nuts. It used to cost me like $110 with all said and done to do a tune-up, and they quoted me $500. Like, get fucked. Sorry, it's a little aggressive, but kind of pissed me off. So yeah, I've been dealing with that. But yeah, last week I was just dead. I was in bed by the time I got home at 7:30. I was in bed by like 8:30. Like I was just completely zonked out. So, but we do got some cool stuff. I did get a chance since we last did our podcast. I got a chance to go to the clandestine testing facility with Safety Harbor Firearms. Walter and Babyface P was there, and a couple of Walter's other friends were there. We were shooting machine guns. You guys were loving that content, and the comment section on one particular video of the Swedish K that I got a chance to shoot. Yeah, y'all are crazy. Y'all are absolutely crazy. I was told that I sucked at life and I should even bother making videos or living. That's how crazy the comment section got on that video. Like, absolutely bonkers. But I did get to finally testify the first 30 rounds of this bad boy. This is the Matador Arms Mat 9, 9mm. It's a monolithic upper. It is fully contained. You can run this on any AR-15 lower receiver. It doesn't matter if it is a 1913 or you have a buffer tube. Buffer, obviously, depending on what you have, you want to make sure if it's a pistol length, put it on a pistol, unless you're SBR it. Like we are going to be SBR. This is a pistol right now because I'm still waiting to get the money to pay the tax stamp. So that is that. But this thing is an absolute dream. Okay, this has the Sealy, what is it, Cobra X Pro on here. This is, I'm going to go with this being a bootleg version of a Holosun 507 competition with the big window. It's got a very large window, circle dot reticle. I'd like to try and put this up against my Gideon Optics Alpha, which is on my PSA Dagger, which is on my bedside right now. But yeah, this thing shot like a effing dream. We use the Mean Arms Endo Mags with this thing, and we only shot 30 rounds out of it, but I gotta tell you, the second we Form 1 this bitch and get a suppressor on here, this will probably be my favorite handgun. I've decided I'm going to put a I have a Rise Armaments trigger pack in, Rise Armaments drop-in trigger. We're gonna put in here because this is just a standard mil spec GI parts kit trigger. It's okay. I was going to put the Rise Armament trigger in my KP-15 lower, but I think I'm just going to throw it in here because Bear Creek Arsenal has also got the retro 20-inch uppers for like $2 something. It's very tempting. Again, guys, there is a link to Bear Creek Arsenal right now in the live chat. If you want to pick up anything from Bear Creek Arsenal, check that link out. It does help the channel out. It is an affiliate link. But since we're on Rumble, we can put that in the live chat and not get, our PP smacked. But Zanti Misfit is out there. What is up, dude? What you got? Ooh, pretty. Yeah, brother, this is one pretty gun. All right. One pretty gun. This is the Matador Arms Mat 9 on a Brownells BRN 180 forged lower. Unfortunately, they do not make these. These are not available at the moment. They're no longer available. I think it's because they went with a different, I think like American manufacturing is making different lowers now for the BRN 180, but these lowers are pretty. I love these lowers. I wish they still made them. I bought them right before they stopped producing them. But yeah, this is the Mat 9 from Matador Arms, and I cannot wait to Form 1 this. This just, when you get a chance to just run that side charger, it's non-reciprocating too, so I can wrap my big mitt right over here and boom. Doesn't hurt myself at all, which is awesome. I'm gonna put that. Next up, we have a gun that comes to me courtesy of the man, the myth, the legend, Safety Haba Firearms. Walter is letting me borrow this. Oh, look, our guest is here. Let me add him. Well, first I gotta do that. DLD After Dark. Hello.
Hey, dudes.
Hey, buddy.
How are you? How are you?
Good. Well, we're on Rumble, so I'm showing off some guns.
You're showing off some guns?
I know. It's so embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Not in front of the guys.
Yeah. So, Safety Harbor Firearms has let me borrow this beautiful. Look at that. Look at that.
Sorry, you go ahead. You first.
This is a Century Arms. What is it? I'm blind. Wasser M.
N63. Oh, it's a. My bad. I didn't see the Glock mag.
Yeah, it's a Wasser M. So this is the one that Military Arms Channel did a review on. He said it wasn't the best up to par. People talk smack about these. And this also has a SMG, or is it a KCI? I think it's a No, it's KCI Mag. KCI Mag. So Korean Mag, 30-round fun stick. So we're gonna be doing a little bit, probably like 3 videos with this. I'm gonna be comparing it. But yeah, it's a 9mm AK-47 variant. Oh my god. They don't come like this, guys. Walter did add the AK wooden furniture and this cheese grater top cover.
Nice. I love the cheese grater.
Yeah, this is what happens when Walter is at the shop and he just gets into some shenanigans. He's like, you know what? I hate that. We're gonna swap this out, and it has a Magpul grip on it. I don't know if they come stock with those, but yeah, no, this gun is BA. Absolutely badass. I see Goonbeam is out there. What is up, my brother? Guys, make sure you're going to Goonbeam and using code JOJUICE for 10% off your entire order. Goonbeam is the light sponsor of the channel. Okay?
And if you don't, you're racist.
Yeah, exactly. Where's Rich? He likes showing guns. Santi, I talked to Rich earlier because I kind of had to vent to him for a little bit.
Did you hear what happened last night?
No, what happened?
Oh, you didn't hear what happened last night. You know why people are saying he likes to show guns? He likes to show guns on YouTube streams, and he likes to hold up complete lowers on live streams and get people's channels hit by YouTube and get a fucking 3-hour stream taken down. Thanks, Rich. Sorry. But yeah, that happened last night.
He held up a complete lower receiver.
Yeah.
And he got your stream taken down?
Not only may I show an example of what he did. Actually, you know what?
Yeah. We're on Rumble, so you can show it.
I have oh nice. Somebody just placed an order from DLD Hardware. Nice.
Yeah, guys, check out dldhardware.com.
Oh, thank you. So this is what happened. So I'm sitting here having a conversation with my peeps, you know, and I get an email from YouTube, and they say, "Hi, DLD After Dark. We wanted to let you know our team reviewed your content and we think it violates our firearms policy. We know you may have not have realized this violation of our policies, so we're not applying a strike to your channel. However, we've removed the following content: the Late Show featuring Dark and Rich. The time that it occurred was 1 hour, 5 minutes, and blah, blah, blah. So naturally, I go to that exact time and I take a photo of the exact moment that they referenced, and
And for those who are listening to this, and like if you're listening to this while you're driving or in the replay, like the replay mafia out there, it is a picture of Rich just gazing upon a lower receiver with his headphones in, like, yeah,
like he's in shop class or something like that. Like,
yeah, it is 100% like, it's not just like a strip lower where sometimes you can get away with that. No, it's a pistol grip, looks like a stock or brace, whatever he has.
It literally in his hand as you would hold a lower, like, you know, something like this.
What the hell? Oh, you asked that? Okay, so we're gonna get into that in a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
So, guys, this is my Bear Creek Arsenal BC9. Remember, there's a link in the very top of the live chat. Check them out. Bear Creek Arsenal is running a great deals this week on 5.56 AR-15s, under $350. If you use that link, it actually really helps the channel. So I really would appreciate if you guys would. $350 for an AR-15, either a regular one or a right side charging handle like this one. This is the BC9. We got the Gideon Optics Advocate on there. This thing is dead sexy. Like this thing, FUCKs.
I like that a lot.
But the first thing we're gonna change, I'm actually gonna be selling my AR-15, guys.
What?
Bills are kept piling up, brother. It's getting rough out there. So,
dude, if there's a way that we can help you,
it's all good, dude. But I am going to be but I'm not selling everything on that AR-15 because I'm taking that Geisley trigger out of it because I'm not getting rid of that Geisley, and I'm taking the QD socket off of it. But
now hold on, is that your only 5.56 currently?
Yes, but also I can't afford I can't afford the ammo right now because it's just so goddamn expensive. I shoot more 9mm than anything, so I just decide I'm just kind of liquidating some stuff, making so I can, get some bills caught up.
I mean, I feel you. I'm, we all kind of, are on this roller coaster of life. Let me ask you this: what would you need to raise so that you didn't have to sell your AR?
A lot, a lot of money.
What would you plan on selling your AR for? Just out of curiosity.
Well, once I put the regular trigger in there, it's probably gonna go for about. I'm gonna sell it for about 600 with a Romeo 5.
So here's a cool thing. I usually like, I'm sure very much like you do, most of us handle personal things personally, right? Like
Mhm.
if we got personal stuff going on, we need to pull some money together. And I'm sorry guys, I'm not looking at comments right now. So for all you guys out there, love all y'all. I'll pull it up in just a minute. But
We only have our brother Damien Christ, our brother in Christ, Goon Beams, Anti Misfit out there watching live. Make sure you are smashing the
nice.
thumbs up on this stream, guys. Please.
Smash it. It wants to be smashed.
Yes.
So okay, so a lot of times, we handle like personal shit like that, like obviously personally. Um, and we have such an excellent community that I think it's important to, bring these kinds of things to them, and I'll explain why. Because uh about 2 months ago, I was talking about things, and I was like, "Look, I'm behind. I'm still behind. I'm better off now, thank God." A lot of my viewers have supported and helped, which is huge. And I mean, I may not come out and say things like straight up blatantly, but like certain folks have like privately done things that are like incredible, and then asked not to be like, uh, you know,
Acknowledged.
yeah. So like when you guys hear me say like, oh, like Drew has a lifetime channel membership, Kurt 24 has a lifetime channel membership, like all, and so many people have, like, all the viewers and all the channel members have helped me, right? But anyway, I had said, I need to scrape some money together. And usually I'm in the only buying guns business and not the selling guns business, but we're all humans, things happen. So I was like, I'm going to sell my new unfired FN 510 with the 15 round mag, the 22 round mag, the all the plates, the red
I
dot
remember when you
plates.
sold that. I was like, "Don't sell that gun! Like
I
you're an idiot if
know.
you sell it." But dude, I get it, man. But this is how I kind of
Well,
put it through my.
I had another 10 milli already, and I
You got
had
the
the
better one.
SIG 1911, and I was gonna list them privately, sell them privately, sell them to a gun shop or whatever. I sold both of those to a viewer, and I gave him a great deal, but I recouped 90% of my money, or as close to 100% of your money as you can on a firearm transaction. And a viewer ended up with two guns that to him were fucking awesome. He never would have been able to get a brand new 510 for like $800 or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn! He got a screaming deal. Those things are like $1,400, like 1,200.
yeah, like 12-ish. But like I think I sold it for like 850, and I just needed to recoup a certain amount, and I sold the SIG. So I basically spent like 1090 on the 510, and then like about a grand on the SIG C3 1911, and I sold both of them for like 1600, 1650. And he was like, "Bro, done. I'll send it right now." And shout out, like, dude, there's somebody out there that may be like, yo, I would be honored to buy Joe's AR. So I'm just saying, that's all. I just want to throw that out there. And of course,
Goon
you can
Beams out
never
there
let it
saying
get
it was
too
an
much.
entire Super Duty. LOL.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, trust me, I would not be selling a Super Duty if I had one. No, it's just I got some stuff coming up, and just living on your own is tough. Like it's I'm happy. I'm finally in a place where I'm happy professionally and mentally and all that stuff. But things I got to do, and
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm trying to also prepare, but also I look at it as I don't shoot my AR as much, and I can sell it if I want to buy another one. I have the ability to, because now I live in a state where I'm allowed to have AR-15s, and
Hmm.
I can buy receivers. I still have a KP-15 lower receiver that I could build an AR off of.
Bro,
But
and we if you need to, on a budget, throw something together. We all got parts, laying around. So
yeah, exactly.
we can help.
But yeah, so and I got 2 pistols I'm selling, so it's just
Also, honestly, my opinion, we don't have to spend too much time on this. It's important that our people know, and also, that somebody out there may be like, oh man, me sitting on all this money has been so bothersome. I would love to give some to you. But honestly, what I would do, because the utilitarian aspect and the like how important it is, I think, for each person to have a 5.56, I would like shoot all the videos on the 9mm carbine and then sell that shit instead of selling your 5.56. But it's less, worth less than the 5.56. Anyway, you do your thing.
but yeah, I know. It's again. I'm not like, oh man, I'm so upset that I'm not gonna have an AR because, like, again, I can build one very very easily now. I
Yeah.
can order a $30 lower off of Palmetto State and then build what I need.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hey, things got to happen. But yeah, but I'm gonna keep the Geisley trigger that I have in there because it's a super dynamic combat flat face. Like, I'm really not gonna
Nice.
get rid of that. And
Dude,
but
I love my Geisley triggers, man. I still got a Geisley all like complete OD green lower. I literally picked it out piece by piece, and then got the Ultra Duty lower parts kit. And one day when I have money again, because I bought all that shit when I had money. One day when I have money again, I'll buy another OD green Super Duty upper and have 2 Super Duties. But until then, only things like this.
so what explain what you got going on here.
All right, so this is what I've been talking about for a few months, maybe a few months. I told my viewers that I wanted to set up a medium range, not precision gun, but like a medium range gun. I don't even know what to call it, right? Like I can't call it a precision gun. I can't call it a long range gun, but I want to call it something of the like, right? We'll call it a medium range, a- barely accurate gun, but it's a sub 2 MOA or better, 300 blackout with a 7.5-inch barrel. I know what y'all are thinking. Hold on, 7.5-inch barrel. The entire upper is 3D printed, and it is bufferless. It is pump action. There's a Gideon LPPO on it, and the effing brace folds. So this bad boy, so get this. This bad boy folds up to 16 inches long total. And then when it's time to use it, take it out of like a laptop bag or something like that. Open the brace, put in your mag, put your can on it, and you have a 300 to 400 yard. I don't have the proper muzzle brake on it now, so
I was gonna say, I'm looking at that suppressor. I'm like,
are you sure that's concentric with the bore?
I'm like, do you really need a concentric rod?
So this is what it's going to look like when
That
it's
looks dope.
all together, and this will be able to be folded up in a 16-inch laptop bag. Okay, now the dope thing is, do you see that bolt right there?
Is that 3D printed?
You see the BCG?
That's 3D printed.
That is 3D printed.
Is it so? Is it a 5.56 or a 9mm?
It's a 300 blackout.
300 blackout. Oh wow.
A printed 300 blackout. The entire upper is 3D printed. That is all 3D printed. The pump action is 3D printed. The bolt is 3D. The BCG is 3D printed with a standard AR bolt.
Yeah.
And this thing, the brace is 3D printed. And basically, when you're firing it, and shout out to Gideon Optics for throwing in the LPVO for this bad boy.
Guys, use code JoeJuice 10% off at GideonOptics.com. Gideon Optics is literally like the optics sponsor of the channel, like only Gideon Optics. But dude, that thing is that now that you explain the concept of it, like that is a really dope build. Like
it's like and thank you. It's like a sub $300. You know what? I'll say this: the LPVO is more expensive than this setup.
oh yeah, and that
Okay.
lower you have on there too is just sex.
Yeah, this is eventually I'm going to put it on a 3D printed lower, but I had this one laying around, so I threw it on this. Eventually I'll put it on a 3D printed lower, but I don't currently have the capability of running carbon fiber nylon or glass filled nylon. But I am going to start printing in ASA. What I'll do, because I got a new suppressor coming in anyway, I'm going to take this 308 can and the muzzle brake that's currently on my AK and take that off because I don't run my AK and I certainly don't run it suppressed anymore. So my goal was to take a gun that could reach out to 300 to 400 yards, sub 2 MOA, and just have a fucking tiny ass little package that I could throw in a 16-inch laptop bag and have it reach out, to medium range, right? To 100 yards is nothing, right? I could shoot that with my handgun. 200 yards is like, okay, decent. 300 to 400 yards is, you're not going to get sub MOA accuracy with this system because of the way it's carbon fiber nylon, it's 3D printed. The only the only gun parts are the barrel, which is right there. You can see the barrel.
Yeah.
Right. And the bolt, the BCG. Everything else is proprietary to the system. So shout out to 3D Arms. Shout out to Middleton Made. These guys are freaking wizards and warlocks.
Didn't they have one of those at Iraq Veteran?
Yes, they did, and we shot them.
I didn't.
Times.
I was an a-hole and I didn't check out the 3D printing booth. Really,
Really?
I see. No, I didn't. I don't know why. I know you guys were all hanging out over there. I was more focused on doing other stuff. I see Chrissy Trotel is out in the chat. What is up, my dear? Guys, check out the Heller Foundation. She says, hello from Oklahoma, heading back to Texas, finally out of work. And then she says, OD Green is the best.
I love OD Green.
It's okay.
I'd like to also say this upper 50 states legal.
Yeah, because it's a pump action.
Because it's a pump action upper. 3D printed or not, doesn't matter. It's not the serialized portion. You could throw this on a serialized lower in Cali, in Massachusetts, all over the place. I was going to troll and throw the Geisley Schmittenbender scope rings on here, the cantilever mount, but I was like, I'll save that.
Yeah, dude,
I can't wait to take this out.
I can't wait to shoot the AK9 that Walter's letting me borrow. That thing is sick.
That's dope. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting because we can show guns. You mind if I show you something real quick?
Dude, that's what this podcast is about. Granted, we also got to talk about our new podcast that we've been started.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting because there's lots of stuff and things.
Stuff and things, not stuffing things.
Exactly, kind of both. Actually, I do want to. I want to show two things. Actually, hold on. I need some nicotine. Usually, I run my commercial, but I'm not in charge now, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. And you're like one of the only people I know that still run like an actual like mech mod or just box mod. Oh yeah, you run.
Still got it depends on where I'm at. If I can, I'll do that because this is 50% nicotine. That is insane.
Yeah, that's how you like. Yeah, that's not good. I miss vaping. The flavors. It was fun.
Yeah. So let me show you this real quick. It's not what I'm carrying, but this right here is a. You probably can't tell. There you go. It's kind of
Glock 17. Yeah, Glock 17.
Yep. And this is what I call the 100,000 round Glock. You see all that carbon buildup?
Oh
That is
damn.
after I scraped the dog shit out of it, like with literal sandpaper and Brillo pads. Okay. And it's improved greatly. This is the 100,000 round Glock, and I am taking this. I'm gonna put some new parts in it for reasons. This is a brand new Gen 3 OEM frame, and I am going to send this out to Shogun, and he's going to give me a Shogun Glock, and he's going to machine this. Not give me. I mean, he's going to take this, take the frame, take the slide. He's going to mill the slide into his Shogun slide. Here's the problem, though, because this has literally had probably close to 100,000 rounds through it. Whoopsies. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be careful with that. No live ammo for now, unless I'm out at the range, but something happens. Okay, reset that time. Reset that time. Anyway, yeah, so we're working on that. It's okay. So for those of y'all watching, I was manipulating the trigger. It wasn't doing that by itself. But what I'm carrying today, if we're going to do a strap check, you know what? I'll take the whole unit out to show that I'm rocking a JM4 tactical holster because this thing is great. And today I'm
Good.
feeling
Oh, that's good for
spicy.
you.
Yeah, dude, it's honestly, I love the JM4 tactical. I find myself carrying that and the Fat Tac holster.
I thought it was a good holster. It just didn't work for me.
Yeah, yeah. This is the Shadow Systems, the one with like 1,085 rounds through it. And don't worry, for everyone out there, just let you know it is safe. Um, this has the green dot, and there it is. And it's dude, it's doing well. Aside from that little hiccup it had with at round 648, it had a burr on the rear rail, and it kind of got a little grungy for a little bit. But after I opened it up and pulled that out, it's back to running. That's the XR920, the Combat, and I love this thing. And I'm going to keep pushing it with zero maintenance, zero cleaning, zero oiling, zero Aegis. But you guys use code JoJuice for Aegis gun cleaning.
10% off. We had Aegis Gun Care last. We had him on the podcast, not last week, the week before.
Yeah.
Last podcast. Great episode. I always enjoy talking to Rod. But yeah, no, the Shogun stuff. Big guy. Big shout out to Shogun. We had him on the show about a year or so back. Great dude. Great. That was a really fun podcast. I feel like that podcast brought Shogun to light. Like after that podcast, he was on everybody's show. Everybody started like really promoting him, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm gonna take credit for that.
He's awesome, man. His
super nice guy too. Super nice.
Yeah, he's a great guy. People one day will use Shogun as like, they're gonna say like, damn, that Glock is like almost Shogun level, or like this is a Shogun level Glock, where they're talking about like Gucci Glock, right? Like
kind of like how everyone used to talk about like salient arms or agency arms.
Yeah, or like SLR, or like the crazy high end stuff where you're like, damn, like they will be using it. He's the like highest echelon of Glock modification, and I just, dude, have you seen his slides and barrels?
Yeah,
dude, they are like literally out of this world. Like an alien created them. They're fucking insane, bro.
yeah. I would love to buy a Shogun. I would love to get a Shogun Glock. Just like I would love, because they're actually for what he charges, they're actually very affordable.
Yeah.
But they're just the quality. Also, I've been really looking into Marconi Armory. I saw
Marconi's awesome.
I've been looking at their Marconi Armory slides that they have, and I'm like, I want to do a Marconi Armory build off that slide. Oh my god, I want one so bad.
Dude, the V2 is sick. I got my V1 right over there.
Yeah.
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's like But then I'm also seeing that Brownells is selling the SCT 43 frames for like $100, and then they're also selling their Glock 48 Brownell slides for like another 125.
Hold on, like a complete 43x lower
Mm-hmm.
for $100.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. The SCT frames are cool.
I love them. The texturing alone is what I love. Like,
Yeah, they're
you know,
very strike-ish. They
as you can
definitely,
tell, look at that.
yeah, they definitely resemble the strike hardcore.
Well, I think they didn't. From what I remember, Chris from the 740, shout out to Chris, great channel. I was on his show a couple weeks back. Um, I think they used to make the strike frames, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I know that Polymer 80 was making the strike frames. I don't know if they were. Maybe SCT was like the company that was like actually doing the injection molding for Polymer 80, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah.
So they could have been the ones actually making it. I know they were licensed under Polymer 80, but I don't know. It could be that. I mean, that'd be
So
pretty awesome.
Zanti Misfit is out there saying another barge just took out a bridge. There's a truck hanging over the bridge. Stay away from bridges today. LOL. Okay. Well,
Dang.
it's happening. Hey, every time I drive over the Skyway Bridge, there's always a shipping container boat going right under it. Always. No, every day,
Yeah.
every single day. But
Dude, it's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of things happening that just can't be explained nowadays. I know, we talk
we got into a deep dark hole last time we were on the show.
mm,
So we got our new podcast.
we do. We do.
We had to change the name
We
almost immediately.
we get to change the name.
Yeah.
That's the exciting part.
Yeah, we get to change the name to not to one for professional courtesy.
Mhm.
Also, shout out to Black Diamond Guns and Gear Josh,
Mhm.
who let us know this because we didn't know, and me and Dark both had a little bit of a. Well, I was more like, what the fuck? Oh no, we're gonna get sued. So we do have our second pod. We do have our own podcast together on Sundays, live on Rumble at 9 p.m.
Mhm.
It was called Two Guys, One Gun, where we take one gun. Look at that. That was it. That's a sick logo. Like,
Yeah, this is just kind of a quick drop, but
yeah.
you know,
But also, guys, check out fattack.com. They are actually the ones the ones taking care of my merchandise now. So if you want to get shooting gallery merch on top of the tactical mini, if you check out fattack.com, you'll understand what that is. It's my first original design. We had our graphic designer coming up with the concept I had. But yeah, so we were going to call it Two Guys, One Gun, where we go over one gun each week, tell what we like, not like, talk about the history. And there's a very well-known gun website that has a YouTube channel and apparently has a podcast on there
yep. Now
called
the name of the channel is not Two
Two
Guys
Guys
One
One
Gun.
Gun. No, it's the podcast is named Two Guys One Gun.
Correct.
So we didn't want to get a cease and desist, and
I mean, I kind of was like,
I
but
did
no,
I did not want to go to war with this particular channel.
professional courtesy is important, and I always say, be kind, do the right thing. So, yeah, no, I get it. Like, of course, so they don't, because essentially anything you type in a title in YouTube, you're not staking claim to anything by typing a title in, right? Like, if somebody else created a channel right now called the Shooting in the Woods Podcast Episode 227, you couldn't be like, hey, that's what, let's say your channel name was like, Boots on the Ground 69 420, whatever. I literally just made that shit up.
Zanti
But
just said two no homos, one gun stuff.
yeah, there you go. Butt stuff. I mean, gun stuff. Yeah. So like by them typing something into the title, it doesn't necessarily state claim to anything for them. But these guys didn't just start out. It is a very large, very well-known channel that's hosting this podcast, and it's similar. It's kind of different, right? But
It's different, but yeah.
similar enough to be like, okay, we could either be assholes or we could do the courteous thing, extend professional courtesy to people that we don't know and call it something else. And yeah, we we got a few names in the running. You know what? Honestly, we could even take the few names we were talking about and throw it out there and get the viewers feedback or just name it, either one.
I thought we settled on Pumungus.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like some of the others we mentioned. Um well, hold on. What was the other? There was Pumungus, there was
Guntistic, and then I also we were both like, that's that's a little bit too.
we're probably gonna piss off
Oh,
actual autistic people, like,
yeah, and we're not looking to piss people off. Yeah, we wanted kind of an edgy name, so
hmm
so we were like, oh, let's come up with this. I think Pumungus is a great Pumungus podcast. Like,
yeah,
it just rolls off the tongue.
it is cool. It is cool. Guntistic. I did say when I was talking to Babyface P, I don't even want to say the name, but I
I know,
had,
yeah. His
yeah,
that is awesome, and I think
yeah.
that is going to be a good thing if he actually decides to go through with it.
If he did, hopefully he did. I don't want to say the name because I don't know if he made the channel yet, and someone could literally take the name and go make the channel right now. So I
That
don't want to do that.
channel would be probably as popular as like FPS Russia,
Yeah.
but it's never going to get monetized, and he will
Mm.
always have to fight to put
Those
a
were the
video up.
glory days, back.
Let's
then.
I want to talk about this for a second. The glory days of YouTube
Mm.
for gun tubers, where you could literally put a full auto Glock 18 with incendiary tracer rounds in a 100-round beta mag,
Wearing
and
night
just
vision.
wearing night vision, shooting at a lake with a bunch of water jugs with a Russian accent. Like
Yeah.
that was awesome. Or guys like us that like, hey, we just wanted to know how to replace a certain part in our gun. Or,
hmm
we want to know like, hey, how do we build this? Like,
Yeah.
just, logical stuff. We're not looking to do anything dangerous. I mean,
We
freedom
wanted
is
to,
dangerous.
build something dope
Yeah,
like that
exactly.
bad boy,
Is
Dude,
that a Palmer? Is that a Palmer slide?
it is. This is a polymer 80 slide that was actually milled by Steel City Arsenal.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have my AFT 17. That was a serialized
Nice.
Palmer 80, and it sucks.
It could be one of the ones that was also milled by Steel City Arsenal. They didn't do all of them. They did a
I
bunch
didn't.
of them.
I don't have my my slide milled. It is but yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It just doesn't want to.
Does it not run or
I have to like death grip it for me to shoot.
really? What's wrong?
Yeah,
What do you think is wrong with it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the parts kit because it's just Palmer 80 parts kits are like,
Mhm.
I don't know, but
Mm.
yeah, I'm not happy with it, so it's just sitting in my safe. But yeah, I did this, and I love the Palmer 80 grip. It's it's
Mhm.
super comfortable, especially for a 17. But
Yeah.
yeah, like we tried doing videos with the MUP one or I did ones on 80% arms, the GST 9. Those videos did absolutely epic, like
Yeah.
great views, great interaction. Excuse me. That got taken down.
Oh, they actually removed it?
Oh yeah, I think
Well,
I got.
hold on. You didn't build it, did you? You didn't build it on camera.
I talked about building it and I did quick cuts. I didn't show them exactly like, oh, you use this number drill bit and you drill this hole. No, I just went boop 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 boop, and then hey, look what I did. And no, they
Dang.
removed it because it said 80%, and that's why
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was when they flagged everything. But like now, it's just every big gun tuber that we all grew up watching is doing political commentary videos on the Second Amendment, which
Or
they all.
trying to make it work on another platform and not really getting there. Dude, that a lot of people don't know that, like, back in the day, I won't mention names, but I've talked to some gun tubers that were literally like making it in the glory days.
Oh yeah, they
And
were making bank. They were getting great views, huge numbers of subscribers and view count, and just
Well,
their
the
their
difference.
engagements were and nuts.
Well, it was actually mostly real, right? So
Yeah.
if you had 250,000 subscribers, like you would have like, you know, 500,000 people watch it because half the people weren't subscribed, half were. And, you know, there was a guy that I knew that if I mentioned, everyone would know that had about 250,000 subscribers that was making about $100,000 a month off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Now that's $100,000 a month off of YouTube. That's $1.2 million a year
Before
from making
taxes.
videos. Yeah, before taxes, of course. And
Well, still, that would probably be just under a million because take 200,000 out of it.
you write everything off. You could, you know, claim everything as, you know, expenses for videos and for, I mean, dude, there's, you could play a lot of the tax game, but, you know, they changed, it's sad because we could look at like, you know, what we do. We are literally self-censoring ourselves. We can go do videos, and when we do videos, we're saying shit like, instead of guns we say pews, instead of, you know, rifles we say, you know, long pews, and handgun, we, instead of saying somebody commits suicide, we say, you know,
Unalive themselves or
yeah,
baiting themselves.
we're like literally like we're editing ourselves for AI because of what they might find. And last night when Rich held up that AR lower, I don't think that it was the AR lower being held up that actually got my stream nuked last night, which sucked because it was a great stream, and I was asking like the people that came back, the replay mafia, to come through and leave a bunch of comments and all. It would have been good. I want to defeat the algorithm, right? But I think because when Rich held it up, I was like, dude, put that down. You are holding up a complete lower. That is a firearm. So I said those words, and I think that the AI caught those words and then went back to that moment and was like, boop.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And then they got the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
We got a question on the chat. Christy Chotel says, she says, "Hey, I'm back. What did I miss? Um, what is the best AR for a woman with a small build?" Then she says, "Present company excluded. There's way too many gun fuds trying to make inaccurate political commentary. I honestly think everyone should just stay in their own lane." Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree. Definitely agree. Um, but yeah, what is the best AR for a woman with a small build?
Definitely. I mean, this is a proven fact that women cannot control any recoil beyond 22 LR. I don't know. I'm just kidding. No,
I was gonna say, I'm like, dude, I used to freak on guys that say that at the shop. I'd be like, I'd have to tell their husbands like, walk away.
give
You
her
don't know.
give her a 5-shot J frame. That's all she needs. Give her a Celtic 380. Like, no, dude. I mean, honestly, the beauty of this is that you can build, assemble, customize any AR that you want. And if you wanted to be rocking a, you know, 16.5 inch, you know, 450 Bushmaster, 458 SOCON, whatever, anything, you can pull it off.
The
50
sky's the limit.
yeah. But I would say 5.56 would be your best bet. 14.5 inch is great. It's a little more, you know, stability.
Yeah,
It's
you can put
hard.
you can put a pistol brace on it if you don't want to pin and weld the muzzle brake.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for a small frame, yeah, that's something I would definitely go with. You
Yeah.
know, like a 14.5. Like Palmetto State Armory has their AR-15 pistols with the brace. Usually, it comes with an SBA3 brace, and that would be a great first handgun. Or sorry, a first rifle. AR-15 for what? And I know what she's trying to do with it. She's trying something for her Jeep because she's Christy's a little one, but she'll kick your ass. Like she don't fuck around. Um, uh, so she's looking for an AR that would fit her needs.
This
Yeah.
is a 10-3.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
And this, so this AAC mount is actually permanently attached, which brings it up to the legal limit where I can put a.
Really?
Yeah. So that's pinned and welded. That brake is pinned and welded, so I can legally have the vertical grip on there, which makes it a Title I firearm and not a pistol or a rifle or.
Oh, so it's a firearm. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. And just double check it because this is also safe. And
what are those Hornady VMAX?
yeah, these are actually the 77 grain taps.
She wants something. She's like, Dark, how much you want for that?
Yeah, right, dude. It's this one is special. It's got a little special feature right there. You know what I'm saying? A little binary.
Look at you knowing how to spend $450 on a trigger.
Oh no. That I got on the secondary market unused for $230.
Nice.
But if you really want peak performance, what you need
I
is
want that gun so bad.
a Giselle Super Duty.
Dude,
I'm just kidding.
I want that gun so effing, like that exact gun. Like the 40 millimeter green? Like,
yeah, 40 millimeter green.
Oh my god, I want that. Like, that is what I want.
With the Geisley 1-6 LPVO on it. Dude, this thing is.
Do you get a light on that yet?
I had a light on it, but I'm switching it out. I'm putting a goon beam on it.
Oh, dude, that thing is.
It's just not even fair. Like, dude, if I showed you my targets at 100 yards, I mean, it is literally like, you know, the X in the center of the target. Like the bullet is literally dead center, touching all four corners of the X. It's just ridiculous. It's unfair.
Christy's all about that Geisley Super Duty. She's like, that is sex.
Oh, it's beautiful, and
she is a huge OD green fan. So you know,
and I love the color green as well. You know,
I was gonna say, do you need some more? I have about 500 rounds of it.
I mean, I'll take anything.
You'll just take it.
Well, I mean, you know, I'll take it. Yeah, it's a pretty gun. I'm
surprised you don't have a cloud defense light on there.
I was tempted to, but I literally went and saw a cloud defense rifle light in person, and it is literally the same exact color as this green, and it's probably even a little brighter in person. I don't know. There you go. You can see it a little bit better.
That is such a beautiful gun.
It's a very, very bright green, and you can see that rail is where I removed the light. So I went and I found that cloud defense rifle light that is like the literal same exact color as this gun, and I grabbed it and I turned it on and I was like, hold up, and I pulled out the Goon Beam assault light right next to it and I shined them side by side, and the cloud defense $399 rifle light side by side to a Goon Beam was such terrible performance for $400. And then I took out my EDC, my Goon Beam EDC, and literally put it side by side. And I was like, dude, there ain't no way I'm paying 3 times the cost of a Goon Beam, more than 3 times the cost of a Goon Beam rifle light for something that like is right below the performance of a Goon Beam, the assault light at least. But just because it matches, I'm going to drop $400. So I chose not to, but it was tough because I'm like, man, that would look so fire.
Yeah, exactly. And Cloud needs to get their shit together with pricing because that's way too expensive.
I even put the 2 dimple OD green dust cover on there, and then I put the green whatchamacallit hand stop on there. It's awesome. This is it just feels great in hand too.
Oh, listen, you, John, and Rich are, touting about how much you love your Geisley Super Duties. But I'm telling you right now, our good friend and my boss man, Walter Keller, has got you guys beat.
Yeah.
He got a well, yeah, with the 50. The 50 always wins, but he has been super excited about his excuse me, $300 ATI Omni. All right. He not only has the 300, he shot it, everything's working perfect. And then,
Nice.
why am I getting so many? Okay, cool. F off. But then he also just upgraded the barrel too
Mm-hmm.
from the government profile that comes with to a Bear Creek Arsenal pencil. And gun is just over 6 pounds. All right. And it's working just fine. So he's like, you guys talk about guys to super duty. I got your guys to super duty right here. And I'm like, I was like, Walter, you gotta know that thing might not work. And he's like, it's gonna work.
So I'm blown away to hear that the Bear Creek Arsenal barrel that the gas port was drilled on the correct side this time.
Everyone talk. This is my thing.
Hey, no, that story came directly from Walt. I just want to say that, but sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Bear Creek Arsenal makes a lot of stuff. They actually white label for half the industry. Not half, but a lot of the industry. I have been loving my Bear Creek Arsenal BC9. All right, this has literally been such a fun gun to shoot. Yes, it works. Automatically, I swapped out the A2 grip for this Reptilia grip because A2 grips suck ass. And we got the Midwest Industries Triangle stock. Okay,
that's a dope stock.
Shout out to Walter. He's let me borrow this. But with this Advocate and I'm going to put the Geisley trigger in here. So when I take the Geisley trigger out of the AR, and I'll probably put pretty much everything that's on the handguard on here because I like this rail. I hate this flash hider. Like I will say I'm not a fan of the Bear Creek Arsenal flash hiders.
Yeah,
but
is that a half by 36, half by 28?
Half by 28.
Nice.
You can get this for $5 something. All right, but it doesn't come with a stock or a mag. You can get a pistol as well. But Bear Creek Arsenal is great. Everyone might have their own opinion on it, but I love Bear Creek Arsenal. And it's not because they sent me the gun. Like, I've been wanting to shoot Bear Creek Arsenal stuff for a while. I'm hopefully gonna be getting their Grizzly 101 in.
What's Grizzly 101?
That is their Glock 17 clone.
Oh, nice.
With their grizzly bear stippling. Bear claw.
That's dope though. I've seen pictures of it. I haven't handled it. I know a lot of companies came out with Glock clone pistols. What Anderson came out with.
They have the Kroger. Chris from the 740 says that's a great gun. He loves his.
Yeah.
Then Capital Armory has their own, which is like $280. Then they got the Dagger, which we went over in Pewmongus Podcast episode 2. Like complete guns, there's a few still. I'm probably blanking on like half of them.
Yeah.
Shadow Systems. It's not like budget, but granted, Shadow Systems. That's a Glock. Like that is a.
Yeah, it's the only thing I see personally that is a true benefit from the Shadow Systems is a slightly different grip angle that it favors me for some reason. Now, I don't know like why exactly. You could put it in someone else's hands and they could be like, ugh, like that shit's terrible. It's just some people shoot some guns like perfectly, like a Beretta, M9A3, dude. I could like perform surgery with that gun. It's just crazy accurate. Give me like a standard Glock OEM 19. I'll be tight with it, but I will not be that tight. I'll be close. I'll have decent groups, but it's not like stacking rounds. The Beretta, I'm stacking rounds. A different grip angle, even like a Glock 21, dude. I could fucking shoot skeet with a Glock 21. That shit is like it just crazy accurate. But some guns, the grip angle, it has a big impact on your shooting.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like a 226, I shoot the daylights out of a 226.
Yeah,
Like I don't know why. I don't.
yeah,
Uh,
those are
the
great guns,
I know. I would love to get.
especially the elite. Oh man, those
Dick.
things
Yeah,
nasty.
I'd love to get like a West German 226. Kyle from Gear Know-How has one, and and I'm like, I am so jealous. Like a West German 226 is I like, or granted, or even like a Mark 25. Like,
So would you rather have one of the older like 90s nickel like Bad Boys Martin Lawrence 226 or one of like the new elites
like the Legions.
the elite. So the elite is slightly different than the Legion. The elite was when they first changed the grip to where the distance between the web of your hand and the trigger was reduced. They tighten up the grip.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I know where that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It was all blacked out. It was medium stippling, like not super aggressive stippling, like moderate stippling on the grip, and just had like some front cocking serrations, like just whatever true glow, whatever tritium and fiber optic night sights, and just like decent TFOs, whatever. Some decent stuff on it. But dude, the biggest upgrade to that shit was the feeling when I grabbed that gun was just like, oh my God. Like I could just like literally put bullets in the same spot every single time, no question. It's insane. But if I grab like a standard 226, I can shoot it well, but not like I can with that elite. It's just insanity.
Yeah. I'd probably still go. I wouldn't go with like a Martin Lawrence 226 just because like I'm not a fan of nickel plated guns.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but I'd probably go with like an older style 226. Um, I like the 226 Legions. It's just
Hmm.
once you add an optic and everything, like it's a heavy gun.
Yeah.
Like
Especially for not very much capacity.
yeah, I think you only get like 12 rounds.
The standard ones are 15. They do
15.
make 17 and 20 round mags and all that, but it's a big, especially if you get like the tac ops, dude.
Oh
That thing
yeah.
is massive, you know.
At that point, it's like I might as well just get an X5 Legion 320.
Yeah, I mean,
For the size and everything like that.
yeah,
I don't know. I am kind of an inner nerd when it comes to SIG handguns. So like I SIGs, I have a love-hate relationship with them because I love them, but at the same
mhm,
time, I don't like how expensive they are. I don't like how heavy some models are, and I don't like that sometimes if you want to carry it, it's gonna shoot your ball bag off as you go to put it in the holster.
it
That
could.
is why I have not like. But Magpul just came out with a 320 grip module, and it looks dead sexy. I want to pick up a FCU so bad
Yeah.
just so I could build another 320. Oh, he's going into the safe. What we got going on here?
Hold on. Which one is it? Is this it? I can't see, so I'm just grabbing. Nope, that's not it. Hang on.
Going in blind.
Going in blind.
You don't want to go in blind.
Where the fuck is it?
As this is how Dark just kind of curses at his own. He curses at the safe. Ooh, what we got going on here? Ooh, Purdy, that Patmos Revelation slide, the 320, the
Polymer 80.
yeah, I got it. That's what I got. I literally got that same gun, but I got the Cobalt Gray.
So I do like the gray. I actually took my originally this was a MUP. I switched it over for a serialized FCU because I was getting a little bit of alignment issues that I just needed to fix out. I never switched it back. But I have the original white SIG OEM grip module for this thing, and it is gorgeous, dude.
You can't find those grip modules anywhere.
Yeah, they're like MIA. Mine's sitting right there. I can see it right now. It's a cool gun though. I just, I was just talking about it last night. I was like, yeah, I'd probably sell it because I don't use it. I don't shoot it. I don't, and it's, dude, this is a custom freaking slide, and barrel, and it.
My 365 has the Patmos slide. I carry SIGs on occasion. Like I carry my 365, and I love carrying that gun. I do got to get a fat tack holster for it, so it's a little bit easier to carry because I'm starting not to really like that. I like the Crossbreed Rogue holster. I have a review on the YouTube channel on it, but I keep going back to my 19 because the holster, the fat tack holster, or the tuck. It's the tuck holster by North Coast Tactical, but fat tack, they have their own. Same made by North Coast Tactical, but it's a little bit more better design. And remember, guys, check out the fattack.com. You can get shooting gallery merchandise over there. We got t-shirts, hats, tank tops, all that stuff. We're gonna be adding more down the road. But you gotta check it out, and it actually helps the channel if you buy it. I will actually add a link in the description after because I just did a quick description when I did this because like I made this stream within like 20 minutes of getting home. Dark, we got the Pewmongous podcast coming up on Sunday. What are we going over? Are we still going over shotguns? I think we decided on like a 500 or a Maverick 88, something like that.
Yeah, I think that would be a good episode. Part of me kind of, I like jokingly said like, I think it'd be whack if we just went in and did like a SIG 320 episode, but sitting here handling this, thinking about all the ripples in the industry because of the SIG 320, that would be an interesting episode. Maybe we can save that for another one, but I don't know.
The 320 birthed the Echelon, which is a FCU or whatever they're calling it. Then there is the Zev OZ9, which is kind of based off of a FCU. The Beretta APX, I think, is an FCU design.
I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. I think honestly, I think the shotgun one would be good. Look at that bad boy right there.
Sexy.
With the goon bang. The goon bang. Yeah. Let's do that shotgun one.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, we are over the hour. I appreciate y'all listening. Do me a favor. First of all, if you're not subscribed or follow us here in Rumble, make sure you smash the follow button and like this video. Second, subscribe to Shooting Gallery on YouTube. It means a lot to us. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're almost at 4,100. So let's see if we can break 5,000 by the end of the year. Third, make sure you're following us on other social media like X, Instagram. I don't do TikTok anymore and fuck Facebook. So Instagram and Twitter, that's usually my main two social medias. Fourth, follow DLD on YouTube and Rumble. And also check out DLD Hardware you know what, because this is going to be going on YouTube probably Saturday or Sunday whenever I decide to get it up. And I still got to post the last Pewmongous podcast we did about the dagger onto my channel. I haven't posted it yet because I thought I did, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't post this. So that's going to go up. So make sure you check out DLD for DLD Hardware for all your gunsmithing Glock needs. You get some merch, some lazy roofer stuff. You're gonna get a lot of stuff over there, so please do me a favor and do that, because Dark has been kicking ass over the past couple of months, and he's been working really hard on his channel and his website, and he deserves to get some love from the community. So
appreciate that, man. Thank you.
But Dark, you get the last word, man.
If you could subscribe to DLD After Dark on YouTube. That's where most of my personal shows are done on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, usually around 10 p.m. ish Eastern. Uh, and I'll say this: a lot of times, we let our lives, our stress level, our convenience, like everything, get impacted by others. And I think the thing that I want to leave people with is that you're your own individual entity. For you to get upset or flustered or stressed out is for you to allow people to get you upset. Like the saying is, you made me mad, right? So you have to be made mad. If you choose to be happy, if you choose to be positive, then no one can make you mad. You actually make yourself mad. So don't succumb to the judgment and expectation of others. Be your own individual person, be independent, do your thing, fuck everyone else, and just stay positive, and things in your life will just start to happen. So stay positive. Don't succumb to the judgment of others.
That is a amazing note to end on, and I completely agree. Stay positive. I'm the epitome of letting stress get to me, and I need to take that advice as well. But guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Shooting the Woods podcast, episode 227. As always, you're going to be here on Rumble at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. Next week, we got Jay Bell of Liberty Bell Firearms coming on, one of the main sponsors. Remember, use code Joe Juice for 20% off Cerakote and stipple services over at Liberty Bell Firearms. They are the Cerakote sponsor of the podcast and channel, so please check them out. As always, stay safe, stay shooting. We will see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.